Hello and welcome back. I'm picking up right where I left off, having just given the ruby to some giant in the cave, I think. And now I'm finding out. I think this is like towny music. I don't think this is a dungeon. Oh, well, not a town then. But maybe another witch? Hello! It's a me, SPM. Oh, it's a wizard house. Use this rod behind the vamp. So now I do have to go back in the Earth Cave. Okay. Use this rod behind the vampire's room. This game is definitely a lot more fetch questy than I remembered. Not darkness. Okay. So I do have to go back into that cave now to find the true cause of the Earth's rot. Am I just finding another boss? I guess I could use a cabin for once and actually have... Oh no, but a cabin won't restore my spell slots. Okay, I think I'm going to run back to town. Just a little bit annoying. Because I'm a bit late today. I don't think I'm gonna have time to go through the whole thing. But I can at least get part of the way through. Kinda depends on if there's going to be much past the stairs that the rod is going to reveal. Boy, it's way too much damage. Oh, if I sound a little sick, I think that's just my morning voice. I just got up. Actually, I'm kind of super speeding this just because I'm trying to quickly get back to town. Oops. No worries. It's probably not... I mean, besides time zones not making it obvious, it is probably also just a weird thing to hear in my voice. Yeah, like I was saying before, that it's funny how even back in the NES days, they're basically making good graphics for the NES. Like from the very first game, one of their draws was meant to be good art because since stuff is so undynamic, they can just doodle. Should I buy a spell? Oh, I can buy so many spells. So this is white magic. Oh wait, I already have all three for Pharaoh. I don't know if there's anything that I can get for Phantasma that I want. I have Fire 3 and Bait, and I want Warp, but it's not letting me. Is there a ludicrously expensive weapon I can get? No. Not even. about armor? Maybe I should try to see if I can get armor that I can give to Lem. My thief just won't take most of the armor I've found. Including this stuff, he actually wouldn't take that either. Steel sounds good. The problem with armor is I bet I'm gonna find all of it lying around. Oh wait. Oh no, there's no item shop here. So I'm gonna turn super speed back on. Oh, oops. I guess I never went to the inn. Everyone's still half dead. Stay here. Well, I don't know. I'd say the difference in detail between the heroes and the enemies. I think even in 9, it's still pretty severe, except that 9's a bit more of a cartoonish style, so they leaned away from it seeming so strange. Then, that's actually an interesting thing to think about going forward, because part of the reason I'm planning to at least try replay the games in order is to kind of watch them change over time. Huh. I like how you both were. I presume because of delay, we're basically mirroring my thoughts. Phantasma better not die. They're hitting him a lot, but they're really not doing much damage. Also, Lem. Okay, I'm gonna... I don't know if I'm gonna get through all of them, but I do want to play them in order, is how I've been putting it, basically. Yeah, because it's probably been a month now, ish, and I'm still on Final Fantasy 1, and I haven't. The whole quest of Final Fantasy 1 is light these 4 orbs or reawaken them or something, and I've done none of them so far. I'm not. Part of the reason I'm doing this is like, I have played versions of all the early ones and was not particularly fond of them either, but I kind of want to see where they started and where they went. There are things about this game that I like, even if I don't like... It's very hard, and the thing is, the way to avoid it being hard is literally just grinding, so it's designed to make you grind, but I do kind of like the way that it's hard actually affects the game. Because when characters die, it's actually a problem in this, as opposed to, I think, even in the second game. Well, maybe the second game has reviving people as well. But definitely by the third game, they at least have Phoenix Downs, where it's just like, oh, they're dead, you just wake them up again. Actually, I'm just going to use one of my cabins. That still didn't recover all their health? Wow, cabins suck. Tents are so much less useful in this game. Oops, I don't need to keep saving. Okay, and then... just gear him a couple times. Okay. Save state here, and now we go into the cave. Also, yes, the music is great straight away. And, like, I think the art is really good for, like, obviously the level of detail they can do. Oh, the trolls! I haven't fought you in a while either. Just playing through this, one of the weirdest things has been realizing how, like, it is very D&D inspired. because a lot of Final Fantasy 1 has their... A lot of Final Fantasy 1 doesn't have their world style in it yet. It's all just... You're fighting a troll, you're fighting a wizard, you're fighting a vampire, and it's just kind of like, I don't know, what's just a monster we can put in here? Which the other games, like, it's not that the other games are like super tight worlds, but they just have a different flavor that hasn't really been put into the games yet. Or the game yet, I guess. Oh yeah, Green Guy has a monster hangover. See, Final Fantasy VII is like my original favorite, but if I was like trying to be more removed, like it's the one I played first, and if I was trying to ignore that, I would probably say 6 is my favorite, because I like a lot of what 6 does. Like, I like 6 a lot, but I kind of still think of 7 as my favorite. Yes, this has spell slots, so basically you have 1 through 8, it's even 8 levels of spells, it's kind of silly. And you can only use each level a certain amount of times. The frustrating thing that they really should have taken from D&D but didn't is that you can't... like, I guess they didn't because it's complicated to try and show in a game, but you can't use lower level spells with higher level spell slots. So, like, if you run out of level 1 spells, you just can't cast any of those spells anymore. There's no way to just say, oh, can I use up a later slot to do that? And it's like, no. So functionally what that means is, I can take a quick look, I have 6 cures in total, 4 cure 2s, and 2 cure 3s / life. So I've extremely limited what the... Like, my white mage can actually do very little healing. Speaking of... Well, I didn't mean to do that, but okay. So I'm already out of cure 2. Just from that. No, that's the longer way. Huh. I did not play 7 on PC. I didn't know for years that it came out on PC. I find that so strange. Was it out on PC like at the same time, or was it a thing after a while? And yeah, 7 was definitely what broke Final Fantasy into like a thing lots of people play. Boom. I also hate this thing. I know one later Final Fantasy game does it, like somewhere around 6, 7, 8. Well, no, not 7 or 6, but like I feel like 6, 9, or 10 does a thing where if you try to attack an enemy that's been killed by somebody else, you just don't get your attack, and this game does that. And like, I kind of hate it, even though I respect that it actually does make you have to pay attention to fights in a way that you don't, even when they're relatively low-level ones. But the thing is, there's a reason I don't pay attention to low-level fights. Yep. Just like the way you can only revive people, well, for a long time I could only revive people by going to a town and getting a clinic to revive them for money. And like, nothing would normally just revive them. And I kind of hate that, though I also think it's a good thing to have in this game because it adds some element of risk to what's otherwise like a fairly bare-bones version of the fighting. Yeah, that's the thing, like exactly what I keep like just mimicking what you're saying in chat. Yeah, I think it's like it adds danger and risk in an interesting way, even if it's an extremely frustrating thing to have to deal with. That also fictionally doesn't make a lot of sense. likewise, status effects like poison are actually severe in this, because the only way to cure poison is by things that specifically cure poison. Resting it at an inn doesn't cure poison. Tents and cabins, which are just fancier tents, don't cure poison. You have to use something that actually removes poison. Which makes my white mage more important, because my white mage can do that a bunch. Well, 3 times. Just not... a bunch is definitely overselling it. Is this rod just like a thing for removing manhole covers? This is even more tedious than buying the potions in the first place. Whoa, 10% of max HP for poison is bad. The much worse one is, I know Final Fantasy V, and I think 6 might do this too, but I'm not sure. There's a version of poison where it's not poison, in that it's not, oh, every turn you take damage. It's like, no, like every 2 seconds you're gonna take a bit of damage, and it's just constantly causing this like drain on your health. And I hate it in Final Fantasy V, because there's a bit where I specifically got stuck and at least once gave up on the game because I had to fight 4 of these enemies, 4 of the same boss basically in a row, and they all did it, and it killed me every time. Hey Redmaro, we're having a party today. And actually discussing general Final Fantasies. It's a bit strange. I kinda like Doom 2, but I've actually so rarely ever seen it kill anyone. Yeah, I don't remember a lot of 5. I remember it being a weird, like, goofy one where they're kind of self-parodying. But mechanically, I don't have any particular memories from it either. I think it's the first time they did a job system. I assume what you mean is, when you're talking about the good part being taken out, you're probably talking about the job system then. I've actually never played the original Final Fantasy Tactics. I've played the Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced and Advanced 2, which is a terrible name. And I like both of those a lot. Well, Advanced 2 was kind of like good DLC, it was just good more levels, but original Advanced I liked a lot overall. Yeah, poison. Oddly, poison's actually like not at all a problem in a fight, because I'm only going to take like 1 damage per turn from it, but in the overworld I take 1 damage for every step. Yeah, I have started Tactics, and then I just haven't like fully gone through the series. And like it's definitely, I could see it was actually definitely way more like grounded fantasy stuff, which I wasn't expecting going in. Final Fantasy is not that it's not unserious, but it's rarely like very grounded. I don't know, I can't think of a good way to put it. Like it's trying to relatively accurately mimic real life in like an older era. Because it's very concerned with lords, or I don't know what rank, but just some sort of noble, high-ranking people. Oh, that was a good run. No fights for a while. Ah, Grogus. Yeah, it was a bit Game of Thronesy. The thing is, I have a problem with that. I have a very hard time remembering names and things, so I would very likely have to play the game and just try to absorb the names as I go, but that also means I don't really know what's going on at the start. And okay, it's good to know that it does require grinding at the start, because one of the times I tried playing it, I got stuck on an early mission, which is what was frustrating. Was it seemed like I knew the trick to the map, I knew how I should be approaching it, but I just wasn't succeeding. And like, it's not even like it was my first tactics game, so I was like, should I know? Should I be doing something else? Is there another trick I'm not getting? But if it's just, I should have probably grinded for a while, that makes sense. Oh. Yeah, poor translation on like a heavy lore game is a bit... Dorter traits. I don't remember it. I vaguely remember it being like a map with a lot of height, and there were archers on it and stuff. I think it was just some field. I don't think it was a city. I don't think it was very far in, so maybe you would need, it's the point, you need the grinding, but it probably would have helped me to just be able to grind and then think, well, the game is going to expect this of me sooner or later. Oh, okay. There we go. It would be really weird if I got in, I used the Scrod, opened the thing up and went down the stairs, and it was just like, oh, here's the orb, let's light it up. Oh, it was rooftops then? Huh, I didn't remember that part then. Oh. Cockatrice. I don't know if I've fought these. I've seen them, but I think I might have just run away because I was in a running mood. Yeah, it was pretty brutal. I definitely couldn't find a way to get in and fight those archers without, like, just setting up. Without, like, taking some losses on the way. Stopped. Oi. That's not good. That's not stopped! That's stone! Of course it is! These are cockatrices! Oh boy, I'm gonna run. I have one soft, but only one, and there are 4 of them left. I know this is a limitation of the technology, but one of my big pet peeves. Damn it! I don't think I can fix both of them. One of my big pet peeves with this is how slow the fights go. This is obviously, to an extent, a technology limitation. I have one soft. I don't think this is going to... You don't have anything that will cure that, will do you? No. Unless, yeah. I guess we're just going to go ahead with Lem as a stone. Okay, so I'm back here. I'm past the vampire's room. I hope this is like just a boss. I hope it's not a whole dungeon underneath. God damn it, there's actual rooms here. No, 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 I'm not fighting these things. That's weird. They just have a separated line of pixels underneath them, which I assume is part of them. I definitely like this. Well, no, that's not true. I like the idea of MIDI bagpipes. I don't think I would like the sound. How are you missing? What's wrong with you people? They're just standing there screaming. I'll be right back. What, excuse me? Hello, please take... Yes. There we go. Yeah, I mean, trolls are the only ones reacting normally to the heroes rolling up, because we kill most things. We do die or get turned to stone on occasion, but I mean, we get the job done usually. Oh... Okay, I'm gonna save state here. A wizard ogre. The idea of monsters having life insurance is oddly concerning. How much must their premiums be? Because, I mean, they know it's gonna happen. Pretty soon. Oi, Pharaoh needs some love. Oi, that could have been bad. The only one who can revive people could have been killed there. Yes, that better kill it. Good. Okay. Drink up, Pharaoh. I love that, the idea that you get the money from the monsters because you're getting their life insurance payments. Assurance, I should say. If you're wondering, I'm taking weird routes here because I'm hoping I can just avoid the... This game has very obvious placed fights. I'm gonna... Oh no, I don't have any Cure 2 left. I don't want to Cure 3. Okay. Ruse, I guess. Now I'm gonna actually burn a spell here, even though it probably won't do all that much. That... okay. Did more than I thought. Please kill the bottom one. That would be pretty good. Magic is actually just too varied in this game, like it's too random. Although if you're killing monsters and taking their life assurance payouts, then that's even worse, because you're not only like killing them, but you're taking their whole legacy away. Curse you, wizard. I honestly find there's actually so many treasure chests in this game, and they're often relatively disappointing. Like, I got a wooden staff just now. I don't know why, because hang on, let me compare. So, Phantasmo is currently at 17 and 17. And his damage just goes down. By like 6. Given that that's a lot of damage compared to where his damage currently is. I think I want to be going to the top left area up there. So many wizards. Yes, that is the thing. You never know if a chest is going to actually be something good. I was raiding a cave for treasures, and like got into a really hard fight against these very wizards, and like I had save stated like right before the fight because I was down to 2 people, 2 were dead, and I wanted to just get that last treasure and leave, and it was a really hard fight to get through it. And when I finally beat them, the treasure chest was just some gold. I don't think treasure chests should ever give you gold. Because I don't think it's worth it, it's meaningless. It's like I could have gotten this from the equivalent of 3 fights. Lemming down to stone is such a... I definitely gotta buy... I've gotta stock up on items when I get back. Just like all items. Because I'm also just running out of regular potions, which I knew would happen. But I hope I don't run out before I reach the end. Yeah, that's the thing, because it's not always lots of gold in a treasure chest. It's like... I have literally gotten 500 gold from a treasure chest. And the one from the really hard fight against the wizards was 1,000, which was nothing at that point. It could have bought me 1/8 of a spell. Hey! Pharaoh's leveling. Is he maybe able to cast level 6 spells? Probably not yet. See, I'm about to run out of these. If not now, then the very next time I do this, I have a single heal. Oh no, not status, magic. Yeah. I didn't even get more level 5 spells? Ugh. I'm honestly going to skip treasures, because I don't have the resources to do a lot here. Yeah, I kind of think, honestly, I don't know if you listen to the Adventure Zone, but in that, it's a D&D actual play podcast, and the GM in that doesn't bother really caring too much about gold. What he does is, between missions, basically, he'll like give them a set amount of gold each and be like, here's a bunch of stuff, go buy whatever you want. And that's so much better, because then that's just, no, basically you have limited resources but pick what you want. Is way better than like, in theory you have limited resources but given infinite time, you will have no problem gathering as much gold as you want. Yeah. The fan, like, yeah, okay. So like all the like different stuff that they do between missions to like streamline the new equipment, leveling the new equipment and like buying and stuff, I think is way better than everything else. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Especially like you just have to expect people are gonna break whatever system you set up and things like this. This dungeon is real long. I still don't know the proper way I'm meant to be going. I think they'd like a more storytelling one, but the thing is, they probably don't want to learn a new one now that they've already learned D&D. I can't remember if they've said they're doing the same game or not. Also, a little bit, I don't think they want to play in a system... Well, I suspect maybe they do want to play in a system with rules, they just like that they also can break them. Which I know, I think it was a valid way to play D&D anyway, so I don't think it matters that much. Am I? I played this game a long time ago and I don't remember it super well, so if I'm about to fight Lich, then I guess, like, I'm in that Earth Cave, and I've gotten past the block in the middle of it. Whoops. I'm hoping this is the right way to go. Okay, I'll be right back, sorry. Poison. I have fought the vampire, yes. I just don't actually remember the full set of things going on in this game. So, the reason I'm like, I guess I'm fighting the Lich is that I didn't know if that's the boss here or not. I'm definitely trying to light the Earth Orb, so I guess the Lich would make sense. I also completely destroyed the vampire really quickly, and I forget how. I think Fire 3 just did tons of damage. Oh, 2 poisonings. Alright. I'm going to probably get to actually light a crystal for once, after how many hours of this game? Which might be normal, I can't remember if you're supposed to take a while to get to this point. Oh, Phantasma and Pharaoh, you couldn't kill a single spider yourselves? Or arachnid. Hela does most of the work all the time, but I think in particular it's something went for 300 damage on a vampire. Poison curing. I'm gonna hold off on the cures actually, because I might be able to use Harmony on the Lich. If the Lich is... So the Lich is a Lich, surely it's sort of an undead thing. I'm gonna run from these. And Pharaoh. No! Oh, okay, these hit less hard than I remembered. Oh well, I got away anyway. I thought these hit for like 60 damage on the mages. Okay, here we go. It is Lich, the Fiend of Earth. I was kind of hoping that at this point they could have a different boss fight. And boss music. Okay. Phantasma? Oh shit, Phantasma needed healing, but I forgot about. Cast Fast on Hela. Oh, you don't have any... Is it worth keeping life? It's probably not. Maybe it's better if I just invis Phantasma, to be honest. Or I could have had Phantasma drink a potion. That also would have been a good idea. Okay. Oi! The Lich is actually doing spells! Everything I've fought so far in this game has just been like monster name, person name, and it's just a... Ooh, it's just an attack? Oh jeez, I'm glad I didn't use my spell slots. I'm gonna need that heal too. And I don't think Invis is going to work on magic damage. Okay. Oh, this is bad. Critical, yes. Come on, Fire 3, do your magic again. That's good damage. It's not as insane as it was in the vampire. Please, Pharaoh, you go next. No! Oh, okay. That's fine. Guess I didn't want to use up all the spell slots. Healing, like, magic healing is actually so meager though. This is not going to be amazingly effective. Okay, that was actually really good on Phantasma though. Or Lem just has to sit everything out right now. Okay. Got another Fire 3. There's no point doing anything else, is there? Not really. Yeah, no, sticking with Fire 3. Invis... Hela, I guess? Yeah. I can survive another ice, and then I can have my heal too, but I want to invis Hela to try and not make her take too much damage. Damn it, Phantasmo! Now's not the time to sleep. Yes! Good criticals. Yes! Oh. I do like that boss fights are threatening and tough in this game, but they're never a ton of health, so I so far haven't encountered any actual damage sponges. It's just been like, can I deal out the damage quick enough? Oh, that's true, I should have used Harm with Pharaoh. I completely forgot about that. But yes... Phasma falls asleep for a final moment and he still gets a level. Ooh. Aha! I lit up the orb. Sweet. Okay. Are you gonna come out here? I literally can't go around you. This is ludicrous. Okay, that was good. I beat a real boss. Oh no, this thing. Just hit it, I guess. I hate these. Because of that. This is worse than the boss. Oh. Oh wait. I can't tell if this is a delay. Did I miss something in that room? Silver Panther, or did I do it? Oh! Oh! Thank you! God, this is... That would have been really bad not to notice. Well, I didn't notice it, but it would have been bad not to know. So I'm gonna warp out then, and I'm probably gonna have to head. I don't know where I'm going next, but I guess I have to go back to the Wizard's Circle to ask them what's up. The thing is, I've destroyed the Earth multiple times already. Yes! Thank you, Silver Panther. I'm gonna have to leave it there though. I've gotta go to work. This was a successful day. We saved the Earth, then destroyed the Earth. And we killed the Lich, which is the first of the 4 fiends. And that was hard. But luckily short. Thank you all for coming, and I should be able to do another one tomorrow where I figure out what I'm going to do. At the very least, I'll be back next week with more Final Fantasy 1. If you're interested in more Final Fantasying, I believe Radamero is about to stream some Final Fantasy 6, so you can check out his channel, and I'm going to start hosting it when I'm off. But I'll hopefully see you folks again, and enjoy.